Hi, hi, and welcome to another Drag Race Season 13 review. My name's Adam, and today we're going to be going through episode 4. As you can see, Matt isn't here with me. We are still separated at the moment, so we will be filming our reviews separately and I'll be mashing them together.
Hi everyone. Before we start, I've got to say, poor Kimura. I called it though, I'm sorry. I called you going home first and you did, so yikes. Anyway, moving on.
So we've got a lot to talk about. This episode was quite good. It was the first time the queens were all back together. We had the initial drama between the first queens, the winning queens and the losing queens meeting for the first time. They played that cute little prank with Elliot. They do this all the time when they have a split entrance. It's always brought up to be bigger than it is, and it's not that big. The only thing we learned was Tamisha Iman is really scary.
I want to say I've really enjoyed this episode's confessionals and time in the workroom. I found the queens to be giving each other banter, but not in a forced way to be funny or no drama. It was just a nice little atmosphere. I don't know, I just really enjoyed it.
Moving on, the main challenge was Rupauls Mark videos where they had to work in groups and create 3 little videos. I do love challenges like this. They are fun, they are cute, they really get to show the personality of the queens and they make some excellent bloopers. Some of the standouts for me were Simone. She was amazing. The confidence, the sort of levels that she brought. I didn't realize she was actually such a good actor. I've been saying Card Factory for hours since the show aired, which was a good 4 days ago, so I've been driving everyone insane. But it was hilarious. Someone else who I thought did really well as well was Rose. She really slammed it out the park. She was funny, professional. She really set out what she wanted to do, and good for her. 2 other people that I thought did really well that didn't really get critiqued were Gottmik and Tamisha Iman. Gottmik really gave me something that I wasn't expecting from her. I didn't have her down as someone who could act. I didn't have her down as someone who would be that funny, but she really sold and pushed herself within this challenge. Tamisha Iman, although she had to take a lot of direction on that whole Cher impression thing with the I thought she really sold in the end product.
I would say the standout performances for me was definitely Simone. Just her pronunciation of everything I found hilarious. Her characterization, I just thought she was so good. Loved Simone's performance. I enjoyed Gottmik's performance. I liked her characterization. I liked what she was wearing. I liked the wig, the bob wig. I thought Rose as the gnome was quite funny. And also Tamisha. I was a bit concerned to start off with her Cher, in the rehearsals, but when she actually did the Cher, I thought it was funny. I really enjoyed Cher.
Some people who I thought didn't do so well were Lala Ree. Honestly, her performance was bland. Apart from the odd facial expressions, she didn't really bring much. If she wasn't in that clip, I wouldn't have noticed. The obvious one, Kimura, really, I feel sorry for her because she was given the root plant-based character, and as we've seen in past seasons, that one doesn't usually do the best. And Kimura did fall victim to this, but there was no way the editing could even make her look better. The way she delivered lines was just not great. Finally, we have Joey J. I found her whole performance very irritating, very hard to watch. She was given notes to look at the camera and she made a big fuss about it in her confessional, but in the final edit, we didn't really see her look at the camera at all.
My least favourites I can definitely remember. So to start off with, there was Kimura. Easily, I think she was the worst of the week. All she had to say was, I was rooting for us. No emphasis on us, all the emphasis on rooting. She had it explained a million times. She gave it a million different goes. She just said it the same as the first time Ross called her out for it. I also thought Lala was one of the bottoms as well. She wasn't very memorable at all. I don't think her characterization was very good. Nothing to stand out about her performance. The other person that I would say was Aura as well was Denali, but she had a main role, so I feel like I can forgive her a bit more.
Moving on to the runway, the runway theme was Train for Days. We got some really good looks.
This is where I feel like the people were the opposite. So I thought one of the best on the runway was Laura, even though she was in the bottom. Although she did herself dirty because she needed to lip sync and she couldn't in that dress, but it was beautiful. The dragon, really loved that dress. There's quite a lot of things that I did like, but not overall. I liked the tongue on Joey J's train, but I didn't think the rest of the outfit was very good. I didn't think it went together at all. I like Tina Burner's and I like the idea of the train actually being the train track. But I don't know, something about it seemed a little bit not uncohesive to me. I don't know, there's something missing. But I did quite like her outfit overall. And again, Simone bringing the fashion. I loved Simone's outfit. I loved that the do-rag was the train. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
So obviously the first one I have to point out is Simone. Her do-rag look was absolutely amazing. The look itself was beautiful without the sort of train gimmick as well. Someone else who I did think looked really nice as well was Kimora Hall. Her look was beautiful. It looked expensive. It paid tribute to her heritage, and honestly, it was the bee's knees. Denali's look I really enjoyed. I thought it was a nice take on the train, with it being feathers. Loved that whole tropical bird peacock look. And Lala Ree's look, I really enjoyed it. The only thing I would say about Lala Ree's look was when she pulled her face mask down and you could see her whole face, it kind of made the shape of her head look like the end of a condom, and that wasn't cute. But as a whole, when it was all in performance mode, it looked great.
Other people's that I didn't really like, I didn't like Rosé's runway. There was definitely something missing, and also there was no contrast between the train and the ruffles and the suit. Tamisha's I was just a bit disappointed with because I thought it was a bit bland. This is very much what I expected her to do. And the only other person that I thought was disappointing was Lala's. I liked the idea. I liked the snake skin. I didn't like the fact that there was no hair. I know it like covered her head, but I don't know. It just made me think the look was incomplete. Just something about it was bugging me the whole time.
Some of the queens that I didn't think did very well on this runway challenge, hate to say it, but Joey J. From the back, I like the concept. Don't think it really worked as it was intended. However, from the front, it just looked crap. Another queen that didn't really bring much on the runway was Elliot. I liked the actual train itself, but it looked disconnected from the rest of it, and the bodysuit and hair was just not it. I also didn't like Rosé's. The business suit, the sort of tulle feathery kind of look on the outline, I thought was unflattering. It didn't look nice. It almost looked like a bird that I'd put on a suit to go to a business interview. It was just not the one. Finally, I didn't like Tamisha's either. I thought her train was really lackluster. It just looked like a flimsy bit of fabric towards the end, but the rest of it was cute. So then we go to the results. So it turns out Simone rightfully won. I thought her win was completely valid, brilliant, well-deserved. I couldn't imagine giving it to anyone else. And we have Kimora Hall and Denali in the bottom two.
Realistically, I think Lala should have been in the bottom over Denali. I can see why Denali was in the bottom because she was the leader, and also she set the bar high for herself last week.
Kimora Hall, I completely agree. I don't think her runway was enough to save her performance, so I think she did deserve to be there. Denali, I don't. I think in terms of runways, although I really like Lala Ree's runway, I think Denali's performance was better on the challenge in the sense that she gave more. And I think they were about equal on the actual runway. So I do think Lala Ree should have been in the bottom. So in terms of the actual lip sync, the song was super cute. Never heard it before, but I enjoyed it. I don't think we can actually call this a lip sync though. It was an assassination. Kimora Hall was left dead on that stage. There's no other way to say it. It's like she was the tree in the challenge and became the tree again in this lip sync because Denali literally danced circles around her.
She slayed that lip sync. It was a massacre. She slaughtered Kimora. And I mean, I do feel a bit sorry for Kimora because what she was wearing did not help her out one bit. But no, even if she was wearing like a nice outfit that allowed her to be free and dance around, I still feel like she would have lost significantly. But yeah, Denali's lip sync, stunning.
Denali's really proving to be a bit of a lip sync assassin, which is ironic. She didn't win her first lip sync.
If all stars end up doing a lip sync assassin thing going into the future for other seasons, I reckon they should give Denali a little... I'm kind of glad Kimora was gone, although I do feel slightly sorry for her, but she definitely deserved to go after that lip sync. And yeah, overall I really enjoyed the episode. I think this season's cast is very good. I'm just enjoying watching them all perform because there isn't really anyone that's super weak. Thank you for joining us.
I hope you enjoyed my views, and I hope you enjoyed Matt's views. If they agreed with mine, if they didn't, they're wrong. Please like, comment and subscribe. Share this to a friend as well. Why not? Join the family. And we hope to see you next time.
And goodbye.